Lord of the morning, the one who was already awake before the sun remembered to rise. I come to you not with a polished prayer, not with rehearsed words arranged to impress you. I come the way a child runs to a parent after a long night, breathless, grateful, and still half wondering at the miracle that the morning arrived at all. Because it did arrive, Father, and I did not make it happen. I did not negotiate with the darkness to let me go. I did not bargain with my own heartbeat to keep beating through the night. I did not earn this morning, did not deserve it, did not build it or buy it or will it into existence. You gave it to me. You simply, quietly, powerfully gave it to me. And that is the thing I want to sit with before I do anything else today, before I reach for my phone, before I make my plans, before the noise of the world begins to crowd in and tell me what I should want and where I should be and how far behind I already am. I want to sit in the silence of this one truth. I am here because you decided I should be here, and that is enough. That is more than enough. That is everything. Father, I have been thinking about how many mornings I have rushed through without truly entering, how many sunrises I have slept past, or scrolled past, or hurried past, as though the day were already mine to control before I had even paused to receive it as a gift. But today, I want to do something different. Today, I want to receive the morning the way it was always meant to be received, with open hands, with a quiet mind, with a heart that knows it is held. Your word says you neither slumber nor sleep, that through every dark and quiet hour of the night, you were watching, keeping, tending to the life you gave me, the way a keeper tends a flame, not letting it go out, not letting the wind steal what was carefully lit. You kept me, Lord, not because I asked you to, not because I reminded you, but because keeping me is something you chose to do long before I had the language to ask for it. That is the kind of love I want to spend my life understanding. This morning, before the weight of the day has a chance to settle on my shoulders, I want to lay something down first. I want to lay down the version of myself that believes it has to hold everything together. The version that carries worry like a responsibility, as though worrying long enough and hard enough will somehow protect the people I love, as though anxiety is a form of vigilance, as though fear is the price I have to pay for caring. Father, release me from that today. Your word promises a peace that does not make logical sense, a peace that goes beyond what the human mind can manufacture or explain. And I want that peace, not the peace that comes from having all the answers, not the peace that comes from having a plan for every possible outcome, not the false calm of control, the real peace, your peace, the kind that holds you steady in the middle of a storm you cannot stop. Let that peace stand guard over my heart today. Let it stand at the gate of every anxious thought and say, not today. He is already working. He already knows. Lord, there is something humbling about the morning, about the way the light comes slowly, not all at once, not in a dramatic flood, but gradually, quietly, the way grace tends to move, a little more visible with each passing moment, a little warmer as the hours unfold. That is how I have seen you move in my life too, not always in the sudden miracle, though I have seen those, not always in the spectacular breakthrough, though I have known those too, but often, so often, in the gradual, in the slow dawning, in the thing I only recognized as a blessing months after it happened. In the closed door I grieved at the time, only to stand on the other side of it later and understand that closing it was one of the most faithful things you ever did for me. Thank you for the things I did not get, Father. Thank you for the roads you blocked before I could go too far down them. Thank you for the relationships that did not work out the way I planned, because you could see what I could not see. Thank you for the timing that felt cruel in the moment and looks like mercy now. You were not slow. I was simply not yet ready to understand. This morning I think about the people I love, and I lift them to you one by one. The ones who woke up today carrying something heavy, something they have not told anyone yet, something they are still trying to figure out how to carry alone. Find them today, Lord. Meet them in the place they have not yet said out loud. Let your presence show up in their morning the way it has shown up in mine. Not as an answer to every question, but as a company that makes the questions feel less lonely. I think about the people who are scared today, the ones waiting on results, on news, on a phone call that could change everything. Wrap them in the kind of steadiness only you can give. I think about the people who are grieving, the ones who will see this morning as just another morning without someone they loved. Let your comfort reach them in the specific, personal way that only a God who knows them completely is able to offer. And I think about the people who have not yet found you, the ones searching for something they cannot name, the ones who are tired of looking in the wrong places for the kind of peace that only lives in you. Draw them, gently, persistently, unmistakably, draw them. Father, I have to be honest with you this morning, because you already know anyway, and honesty before you is the only real kind of prayer. There are things I am still waiting for. There are prayers I have prayed so many times I have lost count. There are promises I am still holding in my hands. Not tightly, Lord. I am trying not to hold them too tightly, but I am still holding them, still believing, still choosing faith over the voice that sometimes whispers that maybe nothing is coming, that maybe I misunderstood, that maybe waiting this long means the answer is simply no. And I want to say to you this morning, right here before this day gets started, I trust you anyway. Not because I understand the timeline, not because I've stopped hoping, but because you have given me enough proof of your faithfulness that I cannot look at my own life honestly and walk away claiming you are not trustworthy. You have been faithful, over and over and over again, and faithfulness that has proven itself does not need to keep proving itself to earn trust. I already know who you are. I already know what you do. I receive this morning. I receive your mercy that arrived before I did. I receive your grace that will stay longer than I need it. I receive your presence that fills the space between every breath I take. And with all of that held close, I step into this day. Amen.